Hospitalizations hit another grim milestone. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Bob Cervera. Mosaic Life Care reports hospitalizations now number back in the 50s. KQ2's Kylie Thomas is live from the hospital. Kylie, do health officials believe Buchanan County's low vaccination rate is contributing to the surge?
Yes, Mosaic Life Care's chief medical officer says it's Buchanan County's low vaccination rate with just 21% of residents just partially vaccinated and the highly contagious Delta variant. And he says these hospitalizations aren't going to be dropping anytime soon.
Seeing what we're seeing happen in Springfield could certainly happen here. We are the hot spot at this particular time.
Monday, Mosaic Life Care reporting 52 hospitalizations, numbers not seen since mid-January. Inpatients doubling in just 2 weeks. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Turner says the majority of those being unvaccinated.
I'm not saying that if you've been vaccinated that you will not get COVID. However, your risk is extremely lowered. These are your best measures to either one, prevent getting COVID, or number two, to keep you from dying.
Dr. Turner says it's the highly contagious Delta variant infecting the community, largely young people, with a third of the patients being under 50 years old.
We do have patients under the age of 30 in our hospital with COVID who are severely ill. So I need the younger folks to understand you're not safe just because you're not 60 and up.
The fifth floor COVID ward filling up quickly with just a few spots left as the hospital preps to open the fourth floor for more patients. As Mosaic's positivity rate continues to increase, Dr. Turner says more beds will fill up.
We just have gone through a year and a half of this, and we're about to go through another timeline that I do not know. We were at over a 20% positivity rate last week. We will go over 60. We will be closer to 75 is what I believe.
At 25% positivity rate, Mosaic saw its peak of hospitalizations back in the 90s. Dr. Turner urges residents to get vaccinated so frontline workers don't have to go through that again.
So that is a big fear, that we end up back in that 90s where we have 2 floors of the hospital are full with COVID patients, and we have an ICU that is over half of those 21 beds have COVID patients in them. Over 200 people died in this facility in the last 18 months from COVID. So I really hope that we don't repeat that. So it's time for masks.
Now, you just heard Dr. Turner bring up masks. At this point, he is recommending people begin to mask up once again, specifically if you're going to be indoors with a lot of people and you aren't sure whether or not they're vaccinated. Mosaic says they're also coordinating with the chiefs to plan another vaccination opportunity like last week's clinic for more people to get vaccinated. Reporting live in St. Joseph, Kylie Thomas, KQ2 News.